Yo, what's up guys? It's Noah here, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking through some player props I like on Prizepicks for today's MLB slate on Thursday, July the 3rd. We've got 10 games today for Thursday. I think we have 2 early games, but most of the games today are night games. So I got 2 plays for today. Going to keep it simple. Didn't see a ton that I loved. Taking a first look at the board the night before, but I did find 2 plays I liked, and we're going to share these plays, break down why I like them. Now, before we do get started, guys, make sure you hit that like button down below. If you enjoy these Prizepicks videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And if you guys are new to Prizepicks, and if you don't have an account over on Prizepicks, sign up, use that promo code NOAH. When you sign up for Prizepicks with my promo code, place your first $5 lineup. You're going to get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So easy way to get your bankroll built up on Prizepicks. Use that code NOAH if you have not yet. And I do want to say that Prizepicks does have a free square available right now. So they have Joey Chestnut's hot dogs eaten prop set at 0.5. This is for July 4th. I'm pretty sure every year on July 4th they do a hot dog eating contest. So you can take Joey Chestnut to have 0.5 hot dogs eaten, which is obviously a free pick. It's guaranteed to hit. And that's available on Prizepicks. It's for new users and existing users. So this is another incentive to sign up for Prizepicks right now. Use this free square while it is available. It'll be available until 12:30 p.m. Eastern time on July 4th, which is tomorrow, or technically, tomorrow when you're watching this video, it'll be on Thursday. But this free square goes away on Friday at 12:30 Eastern time or 12 Eastern time. So you got time to get this in. Use that. Pair it with any props you like. But definitely, again, if you guys don't have an account on Prizepicks, use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. And then we do also have a partnership with Sleeper, so I want to shout out Sleeper as well. If you guys don't have an account over on Sleeper, you can download the Sleeper app, use promo code NOAH. You'll get your first deposit matched up to $100. So whatever you put in on that first deposit, Sleeper will match it up to $100. You want to put in $100, they'll give you an additional $100 to play with. So this is another way to start to build up your bankroll over on Sleeper. And if you guys don't know what Sleeper is, they're just a DFS pick'em app similar to Prizepicks, where you pick more or less on player projections. You build out your lineup. You can do up to an 8-pick lineup on Sleeper, win up to 100 extra money. Check them out, guys. Download the Sleeper app and use that promo code NOAH when you do sign up. But let's talk about some plays that I do like for this slate on Thursday. We got 2 plays for today. Before we do talk through our plays, though, I do want to recap the plays that we gave out in our video on Wednesday. So Wednesday was a tough day for us, unfortunately. We gave out 3 picks on Wednesday, and we went 1 and 2. The prop that we did hit was Yusei Kikuchi over 5.5 strikeouts. That hit relatively easily, but the props that missed were Jackson Merrill over 1.5 total bases. Jackson Merrill, I think, went 1 for 5. He had a single. He got walked like 3 times, and then I think he got out on another at-bat. But he got 5 at-bats. The Padres put up, I think, like 5 or 6 runs. They were producing. Mick Abel, the starting pitcher, he didn't even make it through like 2 innings. He was really struggling, walking a lot of batters. Like that spot a lot for Jackson Merrill, but just got walked a bunch. And obviously, when you're betting total bases, you don't get credit for walks. I wish they would have had a fantasy score lineup for Jackson Merrill, but they didn't, because if they had a fantasy score lineup for him, I probably would have took that instead of total basis, and that would have cashed. But you can't say if something happened, because it didn't. So we took a loss there on Jackson Merrill's total bases prop, and then the other prop that we took was Kershaw under 1.5 earned runs allowed, which did not hit at all. Kershaw had a tough start on Wednesday night, gave up 4 runs to the White Sox. Definitely did not see that coming. He pitched 6 innings. They let him go a bunch of pitches because he was trying to get his he needed 3 strikeouts to get to 3,000, and he had 2 strikeouts with like 90-something pitches. I was very surprised that he went as long as he did in the game, but they let him stay out there to get that 3rd strikeout. But he gave up I think he gave up 2 runs in like the first inning or the first 2 innings. So tough day there on Wednesday. Can't win them all, unfortunately, but we're gonna try and bounce back here for this slate on Thursday. Let's talk through the plays I'm liking. So the first prop I like for today is a pitching outs prop, and we're going to take Jose Soriano for more than 15.5 pitching outs. So Soriano has been pretty consistently going deep into games this season, as you can see in his last few starts. He's had 2 starts where he went 7 innings. Against the Astros, he went 6 2/3. Struggling in his last start against Washington, only went 4 innings against Washington, but if you look at that start, he was walking a bunch of batters, I think. He gave up a bunch of runs, he gave up 9 hits, 8 runs. He had 2 walks in 4 innings. Just a complete outlier. You can't expect Soriano to give up 9 hits and 8 runs again in a start. I mean, that was just a total outlier. And then the start against the Red Sox, if we look at that outing, he went 3 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 7 runs, had 3 walks in that start. So, like, the starts where he's gone under this line, a lot of them have been starts where he has just gotten blown up. Like, he went 4 2/3 against Miami, gave up 7 hits, 3 runs, had 3 walks. He went 5 innings against Toronto, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, had 4 walks. 5 innings against Minnesota, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, had 1 walk. He went 3 1/3 against Pittsburgh, gave up 8 hits, 5 runs. Like, he's had a lot of bad starts this year, but he's also had some good starts where he's gone deep into the game. And Soriano, one thing about him, he is a really, really good ground ball pitcher. And in order to go deep into games, you've got to be able to induce soft contact, get ground balls. You think about some of the best pitchers that are best at going deep into games. Guys like Logan Webb, Max Fried, guys that just consistently pitch 6, 7 innings like every single start. Those guys are really good ground ball pitchers. And so is Soriano. You look at Soriano this season, 66.7% ground ball percentage, which ranks in the 99th percentile. Like, he's arguably the best ground ball pitcher in the league. So he's a guy that can get a lot of ground balls and do soft contact, get those ground ball outs, which is what you need to pitch deep into games. Obviously, the matchup here against the Braves, not the best. The Braves offense has been heating up lately. They got Jurickson Profar back. So is this the best spot for Jose Soriano? I don't think so. But with his talent and how he's able to induce soft contact, get ground balls, how he's consistently been able to pitch deep into games, even in kind of a tougher spot here, I still think he's got a good chance of getting through 5 innings, and then hopefully his pitch count will be low enough where he'll have a chance to pitch into the 6th, and all we need him to do is get 1 inning, or 1 out in the 6th inning. We don't need him to get through 6 innings. We just need him to get through 5 innings and then get 1 more out to start the 6th inning, which if he gets through 5 innings at like 75, 80 pitches, I think more times than not, he's going to go and get a chance to pitch the 6th, which again, we'll only need him to get 1 out. So, like this spot for Soriano to kind of bounce back after he really struggled in his last start against Washington. Just can't expect him to be that bad again. I mean, 9 hits and 8 runs in 4 innings is just, that's about as bad as it gets. He's had bad starts this year, but I think this is a spot where he at least pitches well enough to have a chance to pitch into the 6th inning. And then, like I said, we'll only need him to get 1 out in the 6th inning. And sportsbook odds like the over on this prop. A lot of sportsbooks have this prop heavily favored towards the over. I think DraftKings had it at like -130 or -135 juice towards the over. So I like this as our first play for today. And then the other play that I like is a hitter fantasy score. And we're going to look at the Giants and Diamondbacks game. And I like Rafael Devers for more than 6.5 hitter fantasy score. Now, Rafael Devers has been in a little bit of a cold slump lately. As you can see, he's gone under this fantasy score line in all of his last 5 games. But that really doesn't mean much because in baseball, you're not going to face the same pitchers every day. You're not going to face the same bullpens every day. It really just doesn't matter what a guy's doing, based off. Obviously, you would like to see hitters, be on a hot streak because, baseball, there you can have guys that are on hot streaks and cold streaks, that exist. And obviously, Devers is on a little bit of a cold streak right now. But I think this is a good spot for him to kind of get right. I like this matchup a lot for him against Brandon Pfaadt. Now, Brandon Pfaadt has really, really struggled this season. If you look at Brandon Pfaadt, he's got a 5.38 ERA. He's actually due for negative regression, which is something you rarely see. You rarely see a guy with a ERA over 5 that is actually due for negative regression. But Brandon Pfaadt's got a 6.78 expected ERA, which ranks bottom 1% in the league. He's got one of the worst expected ERAs among all pitchers. He ranks bottom 1% in the league in expected batting average, has a 319 expected batting average. And the reason he's been so bad is just because he's been giving up so much hard contact. His hard hit percentage is 49.8%, which ranks bottom 3% in the league. His barrel percentage is 13.8%. So, guys are consistently, barreling up the ball, hitting the ball hard against Brandon Pfaadt. And if there's a batter on the Giants that can hit the ball hard, it's Rafael Devers. If you look at Devers this season, he ranks in the 94th percentile in barrel percentage, 16.2%, ranks in the 98th percentile in hard hit percentage, 55.9%. So this is just the perfect spot for Devers, a guy that makes a lot of hard contact consistently, facing a pitcher who's been giving up a ton of hard contact this season. And also, Brandon Pfaadt has really struggled against lefties this year. Lefties are batting .289 with a .356 on-base percentage and a .500 slug this season. So really, really good spot here for Rafael Devers to kind of get right. I don't know what his odds are to hit a home run, but I think if you can get his odds at like, I don't know what they would be. They're probably going to be really small, they're going to be like plus 250 or something. But if you could find him at like plus 300, 350, maybe 400, I haven't even looked at home run odds, but I like this spot for Devers to homer. It's a perfect spot for him against a pitcher that just gives up a ton of hard contact. And Devers, obviously, as we said, one of the best hitters when it comes to squaring up the ball, hitting the ball hard, and making hard contact. So that's the plays I like for today, guys. We just got 2 plays for today. Going to keep it simple. Jose Soriano, we're taking for more than 15.5 pitching outs, and Rafael Devers, we're taking for more than 6.5 hitter fantasy score. So let's see if we can bounce back here, guys. After a tough day on Wednesday, went 1-2 on our 3 plays Wednesday. I like these 2 plays, though, for Thursday, and let's try and go 2-0 here and bounce back today. But as always, appreciate you guys watching these Prizepicks videos, supporting the content that I do put out here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button down below if you guys did enjoy this video. Hit that subscribe button as well. And go check out Prizepicks. Sign up for Prizepicks, guys. Use that promo code NOAH. And again, when you play $5, you'll get $50 in promo funds instantly added to your account. So check out Prizepicks if you have not yet. But let's win some money tonight, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.